wish you could hang out with me. Oh wait, you are. Never mind. This is the closest that you'll ever be to me. Sometimes I wish it wasn't so. But I think that it's wrong to mourn these things that I don't have. I should just figure out a way to get along in my own way and not be upset that I'm not this other person. You know what I'm trying to say? But I guess it just depends on the day. It depends on the mood I'm in and what I feel I'm bringing to the table. 'Cause I can bring quite a bit, but if I don't have a good mindset, it's gonna be nothing but shit. You know, like I'll purposely burn my cornbread. Just gotta do what you can do with what God has given you. Don't be mad, don't be mad, don't be bitter about what you don't have. But I look at these families in my church, and they can't wait to take Holy Communion, and it makes me so happy, and for what it's worth a lot, it's worth a lot. And I can vicariously experience what it's like to hold a baby, but I don't wanna do that in reality. Like, there's this chick that I go to church with, she was holding her baby, and I was just, like, looking at her baby, and I was imagining, like, it was so weird. I'm such a strange person. Like, I was just imagining, like, being that baby, and just, like, looking around, and, like, I don't know, it's cool. I think it's really cool. I don't know if it's, like pure empathy or some shit. I don't know. I'm almost, like, nervous to say that, but I do think that's what it is, because it makes me really emotional. Like, it does make me really sad and lonely sometimes, but then I'm like, why are you lonely? Like, you can experience so many things that so many people will never be able to experience. Like, I mean, I don't want to say that, like, because I don't know what other people are experiencing, but, like, I'm assuming they're not imagining what it's like to be a baby again, you know? But no, like, really, though, I was just trying to, like, envision, like what that baby was seeing, you know? And I think this can be very narcissistic. Like, it comes from a narcissistic place. That I think this is where empathy and narcissism meet. Where you think that people are looking at you. It can be paranoid, you know? But if you learn how to flip it, it can be, like, the most generous gift, as well as the most painful gift you'll ever receive. Because once you're able to empathize with people, it'll just break your heart. So, like, there's this little girl at church today that was crying, and I watched her mom, like, console her, and I started crying watching that. And not just for the little girl, 'cause I don't know what she was crying about, but just watching this mother, like, console her child, like, the way that, like, women, this is what women are supposed to do. This is what we're supposed to be, you know? And it was just such a beautiful thing to watch. And, I don't know. Like, sometimes I do mourn, like, not having that experience, like, not being a mom, not being a wife. But I don't think I could do it, you know, because, like, I am too emotional, and I just cannot see it. I can't see it happening, dude. I've never envisioned that, you know? I envisioned myself on stage, envisioned myself drinking, I envisioned myself always being in this other world. I've never, like, really thought I could share my world with somebody like that, you know? And it's just, like, I'm very aware of that fantasy. I'm very aware of how a lot of this stuff is just not realistic. It's just not in the cards for me, you know? But, you know, I was able to appreciate that reality for somebody else without being envious. And I think, so a narcissist would be envious. They would be bitter that they don't have that. And because they can't accept that, the shame of that, they're ashamed and they can't accept that. So they're just bitter about it. Whereas the empath is like, well, that's for them, this is for me, you know? And, in a way, the empath is like at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like, that's what it feels like. I remember Lauren, this fan of my channel who hasn't spoken to me in a while. I don't know what I said to piss her off, but I wish she'd come back, but it's okay. She said something about how this kind of mental illness that we have is like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it's like with yourself. Yeah, and of course that's very narcissistic. But the flip side to that is that you have God all to yourself. But I don't know. I think she has a boyfriend. So I think it's a little different for, like, people that want to be alone. Especially women, because women tend to be followers and we tend to want some sort of companionship. I don't know if that's as true now as it used to be, but I don't know. I guess the companionship's always been in my mind. So it's like, even if I die alone, as they say, as they threaten, it's like, I'm not dying alone. I'm not living alone. I'm always with God. And I'm with God, I'm with myself. I can create these characters in my mind that give me so much creative life. They give me so much to work with. What is to mourn, you know? And I think that a lot of these people, they have those connections. They have the friends, they have the family, but they're all on their phones all the time. You know, so it's not really that rewarding, though. I mean, for the people that actually appreciate it, I think that it is. But I think that for everybody else, they're bored out of their damn minds. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, work with what you got. Be grateful for it. Do whatever you can with it. Always be grateful to God for what you have. And, I mean, I'm not saying you can't mourn what you don't have, but it's like, don't allow that to put you into the state of despair and think that, oh, you don't have enough and you'll never be enough. You'll never amount to anything because you don't have these other things that you think you're supposed to have. That's coming from a place of bitterness and hostility, and definitely narcissism. So, like, you think that you're owed things, you know, you're entitled to this and that, and that's just bullshit. We're not entitled to anything. So, I think the difference between me and a lot of people is that all the things I'm delusional about, I know they're delusions, and I keep them to my fucking self. Okay? You know? I mean, if you don't like the things that I think about the world, like, you don't have to watch the channel, you know? You can hop along. I mean, hop along, like, go away. That's what I mean by that. Hop along actually means stay. I think that's what that means. I just said the wrong thing. You can go away, okay? If you don't like it, you can go away. So people that act like they have to stay, or that you've subjected them to something, oh shit, they're full of it, because they don't know that they have choices. They're not conscious of their own choices. And so, don't take responsibility for that. Just tell them to leave, you know? Because they can. They have legs. Hopefully. And even if they don't, they can, if they're in a wheelchair or something, they can wheel the other direction. You know? So, I'm just saying. People that act like you're responsible for their life course, like, I mean, there was somebody on my YouTube that, talked about him recently, like this guy that was trying to direct my art, and I told him, like, no, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. And he said something like, oh, well, I can't not watch this because it's like a car accident or something. Which is kind of weird. I guess it's like the hate watch or something. Or like, it's so cringe that you have to watch it. I don't get that. I guess I just don't have the same issues that other people have. Or like, I'm not taken in by stuff all because it's like fucked up, or like, you know, people that watch, like, Faces of Death, like, all those videos of people dying, or they watch, like, the show Jackass. Remember the show Jackass? I tried watching that show back in the day. It just was stupid to me. I'm like, why do people want to watch this? But I guess it's the same with, like, brain rot on TikTok. It's like, yeah, why are people watching it? It just proves to me, like, why everybody's retarded. Like, the stuff that they choose to watch is either really fucked up, and it's desensitizing them to sex and violence, or it's just stupid, and it's making them dumb. Okay? So, yeah, it's like, if you watch my content, and it just, like, pisses you off, so then I guess there's that other element of it, where, like, people are just watching stuff to be pissed off, or they're watching stuff to, like, feel superior to that person, like, oh, well, at least I'm not that stupid, or at least I'm not that ugly, or at least I have a better opinion than that piece of shit, you know? Like, and Twitter, and I would say a lot of what you see on, like, Instagram. Oh shit, did it actually turn off? Holy crap, it turned off. I can't turn it on. I need to go inside though. Cause like it's gonna run out the fucking battery. But yeah, like a lot of what you see on social media is just like all this like superiority complex. Like people think that they're better than other people because they have a different perspective, or you know. And now they get to obsess about that all fucking day. Like that's a normal thing to do. No, that is a narcissistic thing to do, okay? So, the reason why narcissism seems like it's on the rise or whatever is because the future is female. But it has a lot to do with the fact that, like, people are on social media all the time. So, yeah, when the medium that people use is not encouraging any kind of self-reflection, and not to say that there isn't any of that on social media. I've seen it. But that's because, like, my algorithm would push that because it knows me. It knows me almost as well as I know myself. But I would say that most other people's algorithm knows them way better than they will ever know themselves. Because they're always on their phones and that's probably not ever going to change unless they shut down the internet. So yeah, that's never going to change. I don't think they're going to do that. Mainly because that's how they're controlling everything. Why would they destroy, like, their main source of control? Like, all to fuck with people, you know? And so all these people are like, what's going to happen when the grid goes down? The grid's not, I just don't see that happening. It's one of those things that they can threaten. I don't know, maybe it will. That's one of those pipe dreams, right? It's one of those pipe dreams like, oh, we can go back to the old world. We can go back to a time when people's lives weren't governed by fucking Facebook gossip and memes and hashtags and selfies and, like, all this stupid fucking bullshit, you know? Like, but yeah, this is the world now, though. This is the world that everyone's living in, so I just don't see it collapsing. Like, I don't see that going away. I mean, people can keep talking about all these plans and, like, all the doomsday shit, but, like, that's always been a thing that they talk about, and it's always a fucking tease, you know? So I think that the internet is such a prevalent part of our society that I just can't see that not being a thing anymore. And, like, the people that complain about it, it's like they really are, like, a minority, you know, at least as far as I can see, you know. So, but I live in the South, live in a suburb. Yeah, I mean, everywhere I go, every time I go to the grocery store, every time, like, I go out anywhere, when I do stand-up comedy, shut the fuck up. She's not gonna be quiet for shit. Start scratching the door like a damn dog, okay? But yeah, everywhere I go, it's like people are just on their phones. So yeah, that's not gonna change. I have accepted it, and I've moved on with my life, and I continue my flip phone savvy lifestyle, and continue to confuse the masses, which is what I do best.